Okay, Coach, the playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. He's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 67 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Got it. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
8-3. And the Giants first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Down, 18 Gator. We ain't giving them nothing to do.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's a 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
This is Jones. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Giants 3.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm going to run you over. Max 56. Max 56. You look like that. You look like that. Watch twist. Watch twist. Check your hot read. Check, 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 check. Slam, slam, slam. Kill, kill, kill.
They'll try the right side with Jones. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
Hustle, hustle. 56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Let's go, tackle. We got this. We got this. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Giants.
Here we go. 60 yards.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Check 4. 6 guys. Ready?
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have taken the lead.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Slam. Mike 56. Mike 56. Hey, come on.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Pick the edge. Go.
From the gun, Hargrove. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. I'm coming. Kill.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Second and 2 at the 46-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards there, a first down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
That's it, baby. We got work.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On first down, it's Jones. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
Right there, 56. Tighten up. Pull it together.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Mike's 56. Hey, let's get this. 56, Mike, 56. Here we go.
Back to throw. Hargrove, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will knock things up here late in the first half. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now the Pro Bowl kicker, Aldrick Rosas. Last year, he hit one from 57. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jones now. Off play action. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Jones on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Jones, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 37-yard.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield. Hatchet. Hey, Will. Check 20.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Where's 52?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hargrove. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man. AKNN is St. Brown. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll run it again with Barkley. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Not today.
Off the play fake. Jones. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
15-1.
Here's Jones throwing on third and long. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
And the Giants first down.
Down. 6-6. Pull it high. 8-3.
Now Saquon Barkley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2-18, chop, 5.
Again, it's Barkley, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Now the Pro Bowl kicker, Aldrick Rosas. Last year, he hit one from 57. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
On first down, it's Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Switch.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Alert 3. Watch it.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
A 2-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and 11.
The Packers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Check 99.
Looking to throw. Hargrove. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
Sponge. No. Watch the safety creep.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
Watch the twist.
Looking to throw on second down. Hargrove, complete to Bryant. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Wild Bill. Shift. Jam.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal.
Mike's 56. 56. Bullet, high. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Save. Shift. Hey. Motion. Big Ed. 25. Check 25. Check.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the night. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker couldn't make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
I'm coming after you.
Throwing, Jones. Pryor has it complete. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Slayton. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, 26 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Important extra point up and through, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this game not quite over yet, and we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Kill, kill, kill. Go, go.
.56, Mike, 56, right there, right there.
Pretty quiet, D-Ray, pretty quiet. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D.
Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Bang, 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 bang.
Here's Jones. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Under 10.
Running right, Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Check. Check, hot route. Hot, hot. Joker, 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 joker. Check, 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 check. Hey. Check 26, check 26.
Kill, kill, kill.
Check, check, check. Check 24, check 24. What? Go.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. On now is the Packers punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. On now is the Packers punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. So that'll bump it back to a 1st and 15. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because it's going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.